beautiful style.
So now we move along, and here's the ring that I was mentioning
style
that I had been wearing over on my right ring finger. This is gorgeous too.
We have a few really stunning pieces.
We do, and you know what I have to say?
Beautiful.
These are some of the best jade values that we offer, ever. I mean, come on.
This is the only place that, I want to say the only place and that you could get this type of style, and the price is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
So let's show
you. But these are things that would not come back anymore. So if this is the first time you're watching, if this is something, don't think jade is this kind of price point. It never, it could not. I could not make it.
Right.
It would be in $129, $149.
We don't sell rings like this for $49.95 normally. Look at the size.
Nobody could afford to sell a ring at that price.
Lavender jade, and then you've used genuine amethyst, and that's the green. That's the Burmese green with genuine peridot.
Right, and that's what's it, marquise?
Yep.
Not marquise.
Little teardrop?
Teardrops, yes. And look at that design.
Gorgeous.
It is so beautiful. Look at the gallery. These are rings that easily, you put a 1 in front of it, put a 0 at the end of it.
Sorry
you
about
know, it's sometimes I get a little sad. I say, oh my gosh, I put this much work and it costs this much. And why sometimes, did they not like what I do? But I think it's just people really don't know much about jade. If they know, it would be out the door.
Exactly. Well, you know what, also a ring like this, because there's not a lot of this left.
Styles.
And what they do sometimes when we're broken in sizes and that starts happening, they mark it down to liquidate
I still take it personal. I still take it personal because I said, oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time finding people that's willing to make this for me, because it's getting less and less and less, because China doesn't really want to do this type of workmanship anymore, because it's a lot of work. You know, so it has to go down to other countries. There are not too many places in the world that's going to give you this type of workmanship.
There we go. If you're ordering yours, I am so excited that you are, because I think you will love it. It is beautiful. All of these designs, as we said, are inspired by Stella's long history being raised in a fine jewelry family, being exposed to the finest jewelers and finest jewelry design in the world. She is inspired by what's happening at Sotheby's auctions and Christie's auctions. And you know, that's the key here, is when we talk about, that's why when you see it,